from Grindhouse Video. We got 1974's Hollywood 90028. I think it might have been called the Hollywood Strangler in some circles. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. Grindhouse release and give this thing the grand treatment like they always do. Loaded with extra features, loaded with like hidden interviews and hidden things. There's like Easter eggs all over the 2 discs that you get in this set. Which if you're used to buying Grindhouse releasing stuff, then you know what you're getting. You know the quality you're getting. You know all the extras you're getting. I will say up front that this movie didn't really do it for me. I do usually love the Grindhouse releasing movies, but this one wasn't quite my cup of tea, although I do appreciate what it was trying to do. I appreciate the ending. The ending was amazing. Like the last shot is like the greatest part of the movie. And people like the director of Combat Shock is all over the extras and stuff in this thing, talking about how much they love it, comparing it to stuff like Maniac, although on a way less gory and less level, but nonetheless. Here's Hollywood 90028. This dude right here, he's trying to get in the movie business. He's, videographing people. Is that a word? He runs a camera for people. He shoots videos. He shoots porns. If we can say that on YouTube, I don't know. And then, unfortunately, he's had a troubling past that's hinted at throughout the movie. And when he takes these beautiful women out on dates or takes them on a boat ride or takes them back to their place, he unfortunately gets kind of like taken over by whatever trauma that he's experienced, and he ends up usually strangling them. And of course, all is well till he meets this one girl that he actually develops feelings for. And she's got somebody, but she's kind of seen him on the low, and she kind of tells him that she doesn't want to see him anymore, and things kind of get a little weird from there. But it's an interesting movie. It's a little slow paced. The last part of it's way better than the first part of it. I thought I only give it like a 2 out of 5. I almost wish I'd give it 2.5 out of 5 because half the movie's like really, really interesting. First half, not so much. It looks dated, but a lot of people like the fact that it looks dated because they say it looks like a time capsule of Hollywood and California in this time period, which I can see that. Nonetheless, here's what you get with this release. You get this wonderful big old slip if you get the limited version. I think this is the limited version. You get this. All this is in bowls, too. Feels that way. Has that been balls, whatever you pronounce it. There is the plot, which is basically what I told you. Some screen grabs from the movie, so you see what you're getting. There is your list of extras. You got the 4K transfer. You've got audio commentaries. Heidi Honeycutt. Ain't heard that name in forever. I remember back when I first started blogging, she had her, the Scarening podcast, which Heidi was pretty cool. She's here, though. So, yeah, it's good to see her popping up still in the horror business. Shocking alternate scenes from the original X-rated version. Now, the X-rated version, I know what you're thinking, but it doesn't really add that much to it, I don't think. Experimental 16mm short films by Christina Hornisher, outtakes, still gallery, theatrical trailer, radio spots, liner notes, cinematic history, but liner notes with cinematic historian Mark E. Hurrick, David whatever, Richard Kraft, and Jim Van Beber. Jim Van Beber and Heidi Honeycutt's involved in this. She was also in his documentary, so that tells you what kind of grounds we're dealing with here. Bonus CD, region free. There is the other version of this, which I can't think of the alternate title, but the alternate title version is on here as well. That may be I don't remember if that's like a hidden feature or if that's like out in the open, but it's on here as well. There is your box. Here is this, which this is the alternate cover on this, so I don't have to flip it out for you. We'll get in that in a second. Here is your compact disc. Which was the last time y'all played a CD, huh? Maybe y'all should start back playing CD. Let's see what well, as we fumble and we bumble with it. There it is. Here's what the disc looks like there. We'll set this right here. Here's that. Well, actually, here's your track listing. Kind of reminds me of the Pros and Cons Hitchhiking Roger Waters album. We'll set that there so the disc don't get scratched. This is a nice little surface that ain't gonna scratch it. There's that again. There is this on the side. That's what you get on the back. Pop her open. There is your booklet that it was speaking of, with all of your wonderful liner notes and essays and all that good stuff. And here is your disc, your Blu-ray disc, and your special features disc. all right here. So yeah, it's loaded, 100% loaded, like Grindhouse always does. But the movie itself, to me, was more like I said, a 2 out of 5. But this is grand packaging for a movie that I wish I liked better. Maybe I'll like it better in the future. But if you've never seen this, give it a try. It's at least worth watching. Very, very, clear shades of Maniac, just not as extreme. Great release, interesting movie. 2 out of 5. But the packaging and the extras are obviously a 5 out of 5.